What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Hobby Collab, where we paint free stuff.
Yes.
Yes, except for that we paid for it.
We paid for it in real life, and in the case of mine today, a lot of frustration and assembly frustration.
There's a lot of emotional investment in these, even if there's no points investment.
Endless spells are either really easy to assemble because you clip them and they're done, or they're the other way around.
Yeah, we have two contrasts here. Yeah. I've got this Palisade, which is blowing out the camera.
And I've got this, which is also kind of blowing out the camera.
Yeah.
This is the Blade Wind for Daughters of Cain. It is the only one I've not assembled and painted for the army. Here I have the snake. You might remember the snake. It's been on stream once or twice. It's really good.
Yeah.
And I have the hand, the bloody hand. This thing has been not good in 3rd edition, not worth it. But they did preview its rules already, and it looks kind of fun. So that's what I'll be painting. You're painting that.
I'm painting a wall.
You're painting a wall. They've also previewed the wall.
Yes.
And it is a wall.
That's basically all it does.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, if you enjoy these streams, make sure you like and subscribe.
Please and thank you. We turned the sound off because it was...
Yeah, because it was broken.
Yeah. Saray, you are going about this... we've tried a few things today.
Mm-hmm.
We had a nice long day today. We worked on an update, by the way. We worked on the Gloom Spike Gets board a bit. We have a little bit to show you guys later on in the stream.
Guys.
We want to show everybody what we've been working on. We think you're going to be really excited for one component of it. We want to show you what we've been working on studio-wide to prep for Age of Sigmar 4th edition, because we've been doing quite a bit.
Yeah.
This being part of it, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the continuing journey to 4th, because, well, there's a lot to do before we can play it.
There's a lot to do.
This is what I got.
Okay.
Guess what I'm going to do? See this nice pristine white wall?
Yeah.
I'm about to dry brush it black.
Yeah, why? Tell us why you landed on this.
Okay. I never tried this, and what's great about painting stuff that isn't yours is that you can try stuff and not feel bad.
Yeah, that's pretty... Okay, I will say that is sort of what is nice about Endless Spells. I want to talk about Endless Spells a little bit and them as painting projects, because it is sort of a common theme that people are like, oh, Endless Spell, it's going to be a little different. I can try some different things on it. It's a nice little palette cleanser, change things up. I have not been enjoying painting Endless Spells almost at all, to be honest with you. I've actually been finding them largely sort of irritating.
Interesting.
I'm usually wishing that I was painting models, something else. I haven't been finding all of them very easy to paint.
Or assemble. For this. Oh yeah, we should probably, let's show it. You were having a, you're about to pop a blood vessel putting this thing together. We have the two extrees here.
Yeah. If you've ever assembled a Kron Spine Incarnate, I'm curious if anyone's ever assembled a Kron Spine Incarnate. This must have been the test concept for how to assemble a Kron Spine Incarnate. Because you're taking these little swirls and gluing them to each other in weird places. Whoa. And GW just has them, like, in their guide. They're like, oh yeah, just find that tiny little weird area and glue it to that weird little bumpy area. And then you have to find them. Yeah,
it's not like a socket that you're plugging it into, or like a very clearly delineated here. Oh man, this is like way too much paint. Whatever. We need this to be basically black. So, sorry, I cut you off. But.
No, we cut you off. We were curious why have you landed on this method?
Right. So, as you can see, what's being left is the recesses, and these recesses look white, right?
Right.
So basically, here's the game plan for today with this spell. I'm going to dry brush this whole thing black, meaning the recesses will be white. I'm then going to grab an airbrush, and towards the bottom, I'm going to get a nice gradient towards the bottom of white again.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to incorporate some inks, so you get this like nice glow effect. At least that's the plan. I don't know if it's going to work. But we're gonna see.
Yeah, I'm curious for this live experimentation on the air. Meanwhile, what I'm doing with the we do have party lights. We can, if you guys can tell the difference between our party lights and our regular lights now, because our regular lights are a little more active than they used to be. But thank you, Soups,
Thanks,
for
Soups.
gifting a membership, as you so often do. We do appreciate that, as always.
Yes, thank you, Soups.
Out to
great way
Patrick
to
Dunn.
help support the channel. All right, so one thing I'm finding with this is I need to apply way more paint than I thought I would, because it's really more of an overbrush than it is a dry brush.
That probably actually sounds like it's a good thing, though, huh?
Yeah, it's...
I mean, it's a little more tedious, I guess, but kind of better to have it than to have it go on so hard right away.
Yeah, so the problem with this is you got to find the right ratio, because I've already got some of the paint into the recesses, which is not what I wanted.
Oh, you immediately...
I immediately destroyed what I was trying to do.
I see.
So I'm going to get a little bit of a buffing action. That's like basically dry brushing in circles.
I don't know about you, Saray, but my side light is...
Oh, is it not?
Yeah, I think we reset the paper today.
Oh, right.
And I think Meg, who's not been feeling well.
Yes, everyone send your well wishes to Meg, who's not feeling great.
Yeah. I think we just put the lights up too far.
Oh, interesting.
I kind of forget that we actually do use these lights to
Paint?
paint. Yeah.
There we go. We're getting there. Might have to go in and adjust some things with white, or add a little bit of white to some areas, but I think we're doing all right so far. So as you can see, like it's got this like weird, like, oh, it almost looks like it's already glowing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And once we airbrush a little bit, it'll enhance the effect. So I'm having a little bit of trouble getting in this area. Oops.
I'm
gonna just take it off.
off the base.
Yeah.
Oh, off that. The base itself comes off too. If you.
Yes,
Did you glue it?
I didn't glue it yet.
Okay.
So we were talking about how difficult these things are to paint. This is literally 2 pieces.
No, yours is
the base and the
to assemble, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're interesting. They really run the gamut. The Blade Wind and the Blood Rack Viper, both pretty hard to assemble, if I'm honest.
right.
So yeah, I'm I don't know. I'm curious who at home has painted up Endless Spells. How you found the process to be. I think part of the problem is I'm not sure I've approached painting one yet with, like, I don't want to say a positive attitude. I certainly think I did at first. I think the first one I painted was the invocation, the daughter's invocation. Yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings on Endless Spells. I'm excited for them in 4th. My main theory over 3rd has been, like, why would I take that?
Right.
I'd rather just have another unit or my Triumph. Maybe I might even rather have a Triumph than an Endless Spell.
Right. Yeah, they were always kind of like, I've got like a little bit of room in my, I've got like 35 points I need to fill.
Right.
Because if it's anything more than that, you're probably just better off taking a unit, right?
I think it's probably closer to 70, 80. I'm trying to think. Like, for my ogres, the cheapest thing I really can take is like 110.
Right.
That's not entirely... Well, that might be true. For my daughters, a High Gladiatrix, who's amazing, and I take 2 of pretty much every time I play, is 90 points. I guess some people have cheaper units and characters than that. A Goblin Wizard is 65.
Yeah. So why exactly in that case? Why wouldn't you just take another Goblin over an Endless Spell unless they have really good Endless Spells?
In the case of my Goblin army, it's because I ran out of slots or leaders.
Right. Yeah.
Because otherwise I would. And then yes, the Endless Spell Scuttle Tide is quite good. And Goblins get a plus to cast it. And here's the best one: if it's near a Ragnarok, it can only be dispelled on a 9+.
Oh my gosh.
So that's kind of the thing. That's been the thing in 3rd, is that You cast an endless spell. I've been chatting with this with Liberty Fires, who I see is in chat. Hey, Liberty, as always, good to see and hear from you. Him and I were chatting a little bit about this. He Liberty Fires sometimes likes to entertain my rants, and my rant was, I really don't think they're that good. What I've tended to notice is, so against me, let's say I'm playing Beastclaw Raiders. I have prayers, and which means I can deny endless spells if I want. But more often than not, I'm in a position where I just don't care about your stupid endless spell.
Right.
Like, oh, ouch, D3 mortals. Like, granted, what I'm about to say is from a perspective of my armies that I was playing in third. Okay, cool, I've got wards. Also, I'm going to outrun this thing. And also, your wizard, I'm going to run into your wizard and kill him.
Right. It's just not...
They don't do much to stop me or deter me.
Right.
And then, from the perspective of other armies, when I'm playing my daughters, or especially my goblins who have a lot of magic, I just deny them. Or I cancel them. Right? Like, all the time. And I'm kind of just like, oh, okay. You know, like...
Yeah, that what did that do, right?
Yeah, there's some exceptions. You know, if you're really good at it, if you're also very good, if you're a really good wizarding army, like Seraphon or something, then you can probably make it work for you. And a lot of Seraphon have made it work for them. But otherwise, it's too risky. And you're kind of either like list tailoring a little bit on a one-on-one game, or you're going to like a GT and RTT. And like I think it's very safe to say that 2/3 of the armies that you go up against just aren't going to
have any and spells or invocations.
Then every now no, what I was gonna say is actually that's true as well, sorry. But what I was gonna say is that, and then also they're just not gonna care about them that much. They're gonna cancel them.
Right.
Yeah. Or whatever. Okay, so that's kind of thing number one, which is that like.
They're just not that impactful.
Not that impactful. Then what happens every now and then... So, what I will say, not that impactful. Appleberry's talking about the Sylvaneth one. So, in 3rd edition, you cast this Sylvaneth one, gives you +3 to charge on a 3-up or a 2-up. Then you run through the forest, charge, kill something. Probably not, actually. Hope you're going to kill something. Think you're going to kill something. Probably actually don't. But that's okay, because you strike and fade, so then you disappear out.
Right.
And why the +3 to charge is cool is because when you teleport, you have to be outside 9.
Okay, so there's a use case there.
6-inch charge. Now, on turn 1, there's just still a lot of... I've seen it just go wrong so many times that I'm just kind of like... I don't know. It's a weird thing to build your army around.
Right. That's the thing, is you would never... Right, because they're pointed so... They were always pointed, like, relatively cheap.
Yeah.
So they could never really... They shouldn't ever really be that impactful if they're going to be cheap. It makes me curious how they're going to be going to the next edition, because...
Now they're free.
Now they're free, which means, theoretically, they shouldn't be that good, but also everyone has access to... Or
almost everyone.
Almost everyone has access to them.
So I think... sorry, excuse me. I think that what makes them sort of interesting is the fact that they're going to be free, and the fact that you're getting like a collection of them.
Yeah.
You're no longer buying the 1 or 2 that you want. Necessarily. Instead, you're getting like 4 or 5 different ones, 3 or 4 usually.
Yeah.
And then what I would kind of say that has happened throughout 3rd edition that kind of makes them annoying is that a lot of times what will happen is, this happened with Purple Sun. For example,
they get over strong.
They're way too good. Suddenly they're like in every list out there, and then shocker,
gets nerfed.
Matt Rose nerfs them. Yeah.
Matt Rose gives it his personal attention.
And Graham, I think Graham brings up Disciples of Tzeentch. Yeah, I mean, they get a free one at the start of the game, so you kind of like want to do it.
Yeah. Graham, Tzeentch is done. Or Kairos is pretty much done, by the way.
Ooh, look at that.
Live updates.
Live updates, yeah.
Okay. So.
Anyway, I think making them free is very cool. It is a big thing that we are working on here at the channel. We want to talk a little bit about that. Why don't we actually do that? Why don't we show what we've been up to?
Yeah, let's show what we've been working on.
Yeah, folks, let's do that. We do want to remind folks it is our birthday month. Do give us a love and a subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please do.
Yeah.
Hang around. People give memberships a lot. It's likely that you'll get one. We're going to be revealing our schedule for the coming weeks pretty soon here.
Oh, yeah.
Our schedule is a little different. We are currently not streaming AoS games for the next week or so.
Because we don't have fourth.
Because we don't have fourth ed. Yeah. We were not big enough at the time to get it. It feels to me from talking to some sources that they were pretty much already sent out before we even started streaming AoS. It seems like, which was back in February. So, or right around there. So, that said, we are hitting
the ground running.
Hitting the ground running, very much so. On July 13th, we'll be having a pretty intense kickoff week.
Thanks for the party lights.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. I'll get to this in a second. Yeah, which we're really excited about. So, we will be sharing that schedule. Everything we're going to be doing. We have like 4 or 5 games in week 1.
Yeah, it's going to be packed. So if you want some AoS action, this is the place to be.
Yeah, evening games, afternoon games, different times for different time zones. So we're quite excited about that. Let's have a look at some of the things we've been working on.
Let's do it. Yeah,
let's do it. Okay. So let's right out of the gate jump into. Is this the right one? Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah. This is Brad.
This is Brad Sylvaneth. Brad has been toying around with Karnoth hunters with bows.
Okay.
Their War Scroll got leaked, and they actually look pretty cool.
Okay.
They have a little. It's cool. What we were literally talking about, what they need to do if they're not going to make them super scary, deadly archers.
Yeah.
Which I think the game really wants to shy away from doing. Then they need to give this unit that wants to hang back some kind of perk and defensive bonus to other things that are hanging back, including a lot of wizards, which Sylvaneth likes to do. And that's what they gave them. So anything kind of hanging out near them, I think actually gets a 6-up ward.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's,
It's something.
It's something. It's not nothing, that's for sure.
It's absolutely not nothing, yeah. Brad's amazing painter. Speaking of amazing painter, here's
what's
Brett,
up, Brett?
Who's actually in stream. Here is Brett's Bastiladon with Arc of Sotek.
Yeah, this is looking great.
The Arc of Sotek is such a cool weapon.
Just the concept is great.
Load some snakes into this thing.
And then let her rip.
I think Brett likes to call this Slap Chop Elevated. Because he does a lot of work with the contrast. They're actually Citadel. Excuse me, they're not Citadel.
Army painter.
They're Army painter.
Speed paints.
And oftentimes he actually enjoys the first generation that can be reactivated. He's literally like called up stores and bought out. I won't say bought out their stock, but has bought.
Yeah, the old.
Brett,
have you heard of Noosh?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good move.
Brett, you should check out Noosh. That sounds like it's right up your alley.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, Brett will kind of be like, I painted this basically. I think he painted it like a day, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks incredible.
Yeah,
good job. Especially like the purple around where the horn starts to come out of the shell.
Yeah,
or whatever. I don't know if it's a shell, but
this guy's been on stream once already.
Yes, he has. I'm fairly certain he has.
Yeah. I think I was gone that weekend, but he'll at Small Town Throwdown. But we'll see him soon.
Yep.
Also Brett. This is a Agrodon.
The old school
Agrodons.
You
might know these guys as Saurus Cold One Riders or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Here is again really natural, like nice. Like I like the way he does like this natural, like coloration, like red. Like look at the gradient starting from this Cold One's head. Sorry, Agrodon.
Yeah, the head to the leg, right? And especially the leg.
And over to the tail.
Yeah, it's super good.
It gets brown as you go down the leg, and it gets yellow as you go down the tail.
Super cool.
Yeah. All right, hopefully we'll also see some of these guys on stream soon. Brad. And on the Cruel Boy hype. Brad has been working on Cruel Boys for a while, actually.
Hey, look, someone's got to paint these damn Dominion boxes.
Yeah. I love Brad's bases. He does mega tufting.
Yeah.
Which I love.
I'm a big fan. I'm really excited to see Cruel Boys. The Cruel Boys were probably my favorite preview.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see them on the table.
People are so excited about Cruel Boys because their mechanic looks not just powerful.
It looks fun.
It looks fun for even the opponent.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you want to try that dirty, like...
Let's try your dirty trick.
Try your stupid dirty trick each time. Yeah.
I dare you.
Yeah. More Brett.
More Brett. Hey,
Pterodons.
pterodons love these.
Or pterodactyls? No,
No,
pterodactyl
well, pterodactyl's the real.
Pterodactyl's the real thing, yeah.
Pterodactyls aren't real.
Pterodactyl. Yeah, dinosaurs
Dinosaurs aren't real. Yeah, these look great.
Yeah.
I especially like the way you did the, like, I guess they're not feathers because they're kind of scaly on the guy on the right. Really like that blue, the dark blue to light blue.
That's funny.
gradient.
I like it too, but I also really like the way he did it on the left. It almost looks like a leaf.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Good job.
These guys look fun too. They've been previewed. Whenever they fly, they can drop this little thing and hurt you. More Cruel Boys. More Brad.
Very nice.
Back
scare shields.
Brad.
I love the scare shields. They're like pulled right out of the old school art.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and they're big. Like, Cruel Boys are, people tend to paint them in this drab kind of way, and a lot of destruction armies, I feel like, other than Gloomspike, get sort of lend themselves to that.
Yeah.
So you're sort of on the hook as a destruction army painter to find something
to be like a focal point to draw the eye.
We've seen Broken Chef, one of our one of the members of our channel. We've seen him.
In fact, we'll see him stuff later today.
Yellow, right? We've seen him use the yellow here.
Yeah, the yellow on the shoulder pad.
We know this guy.
Hey, look, number one guy. No, so this is my stuff. I'm working on some KO. They are based off of the Harkonnens from the new Dune movies, not the 1984 Dune movie. So they kind of look like spacemen.
Kind of a mistake, but that's fine.
They kind of look like spacemen, and this is kind of where they're at right now. They're going to be super quick to paint up, so I figured I would just show off.
I think a lot of people, myself included, are interested to see how you do black in a way that is not boring.
Well, I can't promise that, but
but is quick.
Yes, it is quick. No, I think it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
it's going to be reliant on a lot of like weathering or I guess battle damage to show off the like the
cool
contours of the black.
The coolness. Oh, okay.
Yes, you got to show off the coolness.
Also, you?
No, definitely not.
Brad?
Brad? I mean, he's
yes,
doing.
Brad. I can.
He's
tell
doing
from the background. Yeah, it's Brad.
Yeah.
Uh,
Look, we're really excited to see his corn.
because Brad plays corn.
Yeah, really excited to see his corn stuff.
Yeah. Brad's such a good painter, and I've always said before
this is not showing off that painting.
This is not showing off, but I've always said before that he does a lot of eBay rescues.
Yeah, that's right.
I think the Cruel Boys in the corn you can see here are not eBay rescues. They're Brad from the ground up.
That means they're special. Oh wow, this is water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want a different black, or are you okay with
No, I like this one. It actually dry brushes really well.
Okay.
Hey, Graham, are you still here?
This is what it looked like, 2 weeks ago?
This is what it looked like last week. So it's finished now. It's all the gold is done. Hey, look, I was doing glowing effects. Apparently it affected me in a way that I felt like I wanted to do it some more.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks cool. This is a work in progress, but
yes.
We're excited to see the real thing. More Saray.
Yep. So these are 2 Varangard that I'm working on. The Varangard army is not finished yet. So here's 2 work in progresses. The Zinch, kind of Thousand Suns looking guy.
Yeah.
I'm putting out a short probably tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah.
On how I made it, but that was pretty fun. I'm really excited to paint that one. And the guy on the right is this lightning effects guy. So, okay. The reason he's not painted yet is because I can't decide how I want to do the lightning. I was like, do I want to do red lightning? Because that's like super evil and cool. Do I do purple lightning? Because I don't really have a purple guy yet. Do I do traditional blue lightning? Because that's like the effect is best shown off in those colors.
This brings up one of my favorite questions to ask you about your army.
Is it though? How am I going to determine what
market
is?
But I like this question for a serious reason, which is that I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Excuse me, folks. And you can find characters like this guy where you can kind of think about how you paint him right now.
Yes.
And say, all right, well, I would like this guy to either be able to be... Lightning implies kind of Zinch.
Zinch,
but I think also it can be corned.
Absolutely. Yeah, and if it's red, that further implies...
What color is his armor and everything going to be?
That's what I'm not sure. It's going to be dependent on the what color I want to do the lightning as.
But the lightning could be dependent on what color the armor is.
That's also true.
So if you did...
Elijah says yellow, but I think I have plans for a yellow guy already.
Okay.
So I don't want
then here's my follow-up question.
Yeah.
And this is a serious question. I know when we tier ranked, you didn't watch our. Well, maybe you watched it because you're a good channel supporter. But you're a good. What's the word I want to use? You support your fellow cast.
Oh, yes.
Most of the rest of us don't watch. Oh, you and Meg are the two that watch like, every show, no matter who's on it.
Unless Brett's on it.
Yeah, unless that Brett is on it. Yeah. We S tier ranked the slaves.
Yeah. Oh, really? S tier.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit about the Zinch mark, which most people agree is the worst one.
Yes.
But also, I've been making the point that what's kind of a bummer about the Zinch one being the worst one is it's kind of not that bad.
No, and so okay, I don't know if you talked about this on the show because I actually didn't. I missed this one. The shields don't seem like they give mortal wound protection anymore. So
right. So
it's actually even more valuable.
Then you're kind of in a position where you're saying to yourself, well, sure, but cool. Yeah, Zinch is defensive. Slanesh and Khorne are offensive.
Yeah.
And Slanesh and Khorne, honestly, I have to say, folks, especially Slanesh, a lot of times +1 to run in charge.
Yeah.
Believe me, my daughters at Kane had all 3rd edition. Typically, you find that it's very... you find that you're happy you have it. I'll be honest, maybe twice a game. Typically once, turn 2.
Yes.
Turn 1 or 2, depending on what your opponent... Like, if you're going second, your opponent brings something out, and you're like, oh, it's a 9-inch charge. I'm kind of glad +1 is going to make it an 8. Or late game where you're like, oh, shit, I really need to get over there, and it's 10 inches away.
Yeah.
So, like, 9 is better than 10.
Personally, I'm of the mind that it only matters if you advance in charge.
Typically, if you can really make something out of it.
Yeah.
Or,
the
big new thing is the 3d6 charge.
Yeah, 3d6 charge.
Seems to be very popular in the new edition. So, which
we do have access to.
Which you do have access to. So, I don't know that the Slanesh one is quite as awesome as the Khorne or the Nurgle ones. And I think those are the two you're really talking about taking. And I would probably just say, -1 to wound is
honestly, it was so good.
So good. It's so
good.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of ways for my witch elves to get up to wounding on 3. So we might go from a world where, I used to be 2s and 3s against your Nurgle, or sometimes even 2s and 2s still with pluses to wound. I might be 2s and 5s.
Yeah, which is insane.
Which is not where I want to be.
Not where you want to be, but no. I'm perfectly fine.
Right. So I'm kind of curious, but I do have to say there is something about that 4 up. I don't know that I would put it. I have to say I don't know that I put it on Varangard, unless maybe it was a 3-man squad. I don't know that I put it on Knights unless, and here's where I think I might do it, a 5-man Knight squad.
Yeah, because it just makes them annoying, right?
Yeah. Now we have the luxury on our channel of kind of knowing the opponent.
Yeah.
And I think it's totally cool that if we. Against like Seraphon or Soulblight.
Yeah, we anti-tailor.
Yeah, well, no, we say let's take a 5-man Zinch marked unit.
Yeah.
And these are going to be the guys that try to get into the backfield and Wizard Hunt.
Right.
And, Slon. They're going Slon
hunting. They're going
Slon or whatever, right? So I really don't hate it. The other 3 are just like kind of hard to pass up.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so we seen... how scary a 10-man Maggotkin of Nurgle is. Mm-hmm. That's 40 wounds. I'm sorry, Blight Kings. 40 wounds with a 4-up save. Mm-hmm. They did have a 5-up feel no pain. But these Knights are now 40 wounds, a 10-man squad, 40 wounds.
They went up a wound. Yeah.
3-up save. Mm-hmm. Potentially -1 to wound.
Yeah.
So... man,
hard to.
That's a scary.
Hard to pass up.
Yeah,
yeah. I know our my tournament buddy Tad was in chat when we were talking about it, and he was saying, he thinks Nurgle all the way. He would just Nurgle mark everything.
Yeah, which is not. I mean, the Nurgle mark is the same as it was, right? Mm-hmm. Insanely good, but honestly, I was really tempted by Khorne, but man. Knights going up 1 wound is just, it feels like it's too hard to pass up.
They become very tanky. And we've seen them. We've seen things pick them up. We've seen Marathi pick up Marathi pick up like 6, 7 in one fight. We've seen Vampire Lord Zombie Dragon picks them up. Like, they can get picked up currently. Yeah.
But that's what I'm, but
Right.
going up a wound and -1 it's just it's insane.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll have to see the point cost. But
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I support whatever you do, but lightning, yeah, I don't know. Would be cool.
let us know, Chad. What do you think? Yellow, I'll think about it. I'm not saying no.
So it's interesting. I'm thinking like silvery. Let's say he was silver with red lightning, or silver with pink lightning. That's like Zinterkorn. Like, how much when you make one of these do you think about that?
Well, obviously with the Zinch guy, it's like,
Zinch
this is going to be a Zinch guy.
He's going to be a Zinch guy. Maybe he shows up in an undivided Knights, or this is Varangard.
Varangard, but yeah. I think about it. I wouldn't say I put a ton of thought.
I mean, you kind of need 3 Zinch Varangard now that you have one.
Yeah.
You kind of need 2 more, right?
Yeah.
Do you have one that can
I would say the ice guy kind of reads as Zinch.
the ice guy, but also honestly, I think the green guy almost.
Green. Well, that's a Turnus, so he's on the wrong side space.
Oh, okay.
So I could do another glowing guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like it. So I like doing this little glowing stuff. So.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
This is more Brad.
Man, he's got a lot of projects.
Dude, Brad, also, the funny thing about Brad is you're like, has this guy ever finished anything? And the answer is like, yep, all the time. Yeah, and he jumps around. But yeah, he's doing the stone side of Lumineth, which is great. Meg's painting the wind side, so we should have both of those in the coming months. Very excited to have both of those armies on stream.
Yeah, super fun.
Yeah, super fun to play against. More Meg, or some Meg. This is the first Meg. This is a...
Oh, man.
Raptidon.
These look amazing. Just off the bat, they look amazing, but in a group, they look incredible.
Really cute, yeah.
Incredible.
I don't know how many more times I can make the Raptidon more like Craptidon joke when we start playing, but you get ready for it, folks. Yeah, Meg's doing a really good job. Meg's army is looking... It's funny, it's so crazy with colors all over the place, but it looks wildly unified when you start to see everything together.
It does.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, really nice work here. Here are the Skink Riders that are on all the Raptidons.
Those heads are great.
We decided not to, you know what, with both these and the Croxagores, Meg decided, I got a lot of crap for telling Meg she needs to build either a Carnosaur or a Troglodon and not both.
Yeah.
Or not one or the other. And that said, I don't think that Raptidon Hunters versus Chargers matters that much. And I don't think it matters for Croxagores.
Okay, fair. Because they have the different head, and that's it, right?
It's very subtle. Honestly, folks, I would not be surprised to see Warspawned not be a thing.
Really?
Yeah, just why? Why do you need it? It's like one slightly different weapon profile. That's kind of it. They're like 10 points more. It's like, yeah.
What are you really getting?
I think they have a different War Scroll ability, but... more Meg with Skinks. Here are the actual Skinks. Yeah, with the Slotta base, she's been able to paint them all on sprue. It's been really nice.
Yeah.
I actually did all the airbrushing on these guys.
Okay.
And it went fast.
Yeah, I mean, having that... I mean, you've been experimenting with, like, putty tape.
Yeah.
Just because it would make things easier to paint?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, these guys looking super cool. I'm really excited to see big hordes of 20 of these guys all in their different colors mixed together. It's going to look fun. The Seraphon army that Meg's painting is really gonna be really cool. And she's teching into a lot of units Brett has not teched into. So they should be kind of different builds. Okay, Steven has not really been painting anything.
Yeah, that's right.
And so we told Steven to at least send a picture of Kubo, his dog. Here's Kubo with an axe plushie.
So he's ready for 4th.
He's ready for 4th. He's adorable. We met Kubo.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
He's funny. Okay, now a little update. This is what Saray and I did work on. This is we did this on stream a little bit ago. We actually have not done a ton for the mushroom board since then until
today.
Today we did make some progress, and we'll show you that in a second here. This is one of the things I've been working on.
Endless spells.
More endless spells. Here are the Nighthaunt endless spells. I cranked these guys out. I'm most happy with the hourglass in the front. I used some of the I tended Timbit's wet blending class, and I used some of the. He kind of showed us how to play around with it on a card,
Right.
like a little card first.
Yeah.
And I decided to just play around, keep going with that, kind of playing around with it to make like the swirly storm magic look effect inside the hourglass.
Right.
Then I did a gloss varnish it over it after everything else. So I'm pretty happy with how it came out. To the left is the scythe. That's fine. In the back is the Jack-in-the-Box, which I really phoned in. I think I painted that thing in about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I removed the bouncy spring on the bottom.
Yes, which I found.
Ghost spring on the bottom, because I really don't like this endless spell. A box with skulls that pop out and scare you. Come on, guys.
Spooky.
Yeah. Oh, here's some more things I've finished. I think this is like a Zach stretch now. These are these guys do not photograph well, or at least I didn't photograph them well. Yeah, phoned in sculpt, Timbit. I totally agree. This is these are the Free Guild Cavaliers. So I'm really excited about Cities. Cities is going to be be a Brett army. I think Brett's going to love this army. We need to paint him up. I need to paint up the Fusil Major and Ogre.
Yeah.
Since he's basically a marker light now for the whole army. Kind of.
Clearly, they knew that we were going to give this army to Brett,
Yeah,
so they just
heard.
fixed
They're like,
it.
let's give this
Guy
army
marker
a
light.
marker light. These guys are fun to paint, but wow, are they a lot. Each one is kind of supposed to be different. So I have 10 base coated, and then 5 now are finished. I still haven't done the Marshal. So for this army, we have a lot for this army. We've been adding to it and not really playing it on stream in third. So we have a lot left. We have a lot to show off for this army that we have finished. So I'm kind of excited for that, to get going on fourth. Here's here's another batch of endless spells. We unified kind of the look of the Ethermatic machines.
Yeah.
I wanted to really make sure day one that anyone for my Nighthaunt I have these. Saray has picked up the Slaves one.
We'll probably paint those on stream too.
Yeah,
frankly.
I'm finishing the last of the Daughters ones right now. But some factions don't have their own, like Cities, like Seraphon, like Soulblight. So
Caradron.
Yeah, good luck. So I think these guys this is great. These are Ethermac machines. I think this is going to be a popular one, even with only seeing the rules for the Quicksilver swords.
Yeah.
Only because it's 2 offensive ones, and like a
potentially good magic enhancement.
Something the cogs have traditionally done either like a plus to charge if you speed up the cogs or something with magic. So if it's a 6-up ward, if it's a +1, like it could be a defensive thing. The point is, it's not just another way to do mortal wounds.
Right.
Presumably.
And
last but not least, I am cranking out some.
Cranking it.
Actually, I think these guys have since been finished. This is a Knight of Shrouds on Ethereal Steed, and I painted 3 more Dreadblade Horrors. I'm excited for a unit of 4 Dreadblade Horrors. By the way, all kinds of Nighthaunt have a spell, an unlimited spell, Shade Mist for -1 to wound.
Oh, hey,
goes off on a 6.
2 peas in a pod.
Yeah.
I just get it for free.
Yeah, that's true. But I also have a 5-up ward. And a 4-up unrendable save. Yeah, I think...
40 wounds?
No. No, in fact...
Photo wound, sorry.
Kind of funny, Cavalry... A lot of Cavalry went up a wound.
Yeah.
Nighthaunt really didn't. And I think it's a... Well, actually, that's not fair. Maybe they did. Hex rates, I think, did go up to 3 wounds. Yeah, these guys are 3 wounds, but these guys also were 5, and they were a character.
Oh, interesting.
And they got bumped back down to being a unit.
They got demoted?
They got demoted, which I think I prefer. I really like... I'm excited about the Knight Shrouds on Ethereal Steed.
Yeah.
Because now that the Spooky, when I run into you and pass a debuff to you, is tied to the unit type.
Yeah.
-1 to save comes from Cavalry, and Fight Last comes from a hero. Well, he's one of the few characters, along with Reikenor, who I also ordered, that's both.
Oh, interesting.
So same with foot characters. You'll get to pick. Do I want to give -1 to hit?
Right.
Or do I want to give Fight Last? So heroes are going to be really important for the Nighthaunt army to actually get into combat now. Currently, the order is sort of just stay back and...
Yeah.
Okay, I think we did it.
That's it.
Now, we did have one more thing we went to show.
Is it time?
It's time that we got up to today. Here you go. Little preview.
Prepare all aboard the hype train.
All aboard the hype train. We're really excited for our new Gloomspike board. Part of the Gloomspike board is going to be sort of this way that the goblins are facilitating the transport of the mushrooms that they're growing.
The mushroom goods.
Here we go.
That's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, nice. Need to be, and then it's meant to make contact on the top of the rail.
Gotcha.
And that's it. Choo choo! Train coming through the platform.
Go, 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 go!
Choo choo! Bam, bam. All right, ready?
Yep.
Full speed ahead.
Oh shit!
All aboard!
Let's get the fuck out of here! Ah, yeah! Alright.
It's time.
Yeah.
The train has arrived.
We're really excited. We've been joking on the channel since the channel started that inevitably we will slowly all turn into a train channel. Train people will stop playing war games, and any of us
Get into a real hobby.
Timbit, who I see here, Nick, Tad, when your loved ones go down when you're in your 70s and 80s and they go down to see what you're up to in the basement, it won't be Warhammer.
Nope.
It won't be Warhammer.
Now that we've got them, it's you've now been infected just for watching this.
Yeah, you now like trains.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about what we're building for this project. So, just take me out back. So yeah, we're excited how that's going to kind of work in with the rest of the board. Yeah, how are you doing over here?
I'm good. I'm actually maybe we should show off where I'm at.
Yeah, let's do it.
Put some trains in chat if you're excited for trains.
Yeah. Also, we need to get back up to Nick's super chat.
Oh yes. All right. So here we are. Obviously, it doesn't look amazing, but
Looks like you dissected a squid over there.
What? Oh. Yeah. So I went back in with the white and added a bit of the glow back into these recesses. I'm having a little bit of trouble with getting these marks out, so maybe I'll give it one more go before. But basically what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add some white airbrush here to the bottom.
Oh, fuzz it up. Fuzz
it up a little.
Yeah. It's gonna look good. It's funny. It's a trust the process thing, isn't it?
I hope so, because I've never done this process.
It's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. Okay. By the way, folks, we do have a poll. Endless spells are free. What else should be free? We've got tire rotations currently in the winter.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, they're your tires. You already paid for the tires.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be a little awkward. Here we go.
Here we see the classic Yuto Esco
technique.
Reach around technique.
It's a classic for a reason.
The classics are classics for a reason. Yeah, different little mints.
So this was like, when you're at your hotel, they put a little mint on your pillow.
Yeah.
You leave the barbecue place, they give you a little mint on your way out.
Yeah, should those be free?
Sometimes you get free mints in your, like, someone sends you a package from, like, eBay.
Yeah, free.
Probably shouldn't eat it.
Yeah. Refills. This isn't Europe.
God damn it, yeah.
Should refills be free?
Yes.
Yeah.
The hell?
And then last one, hand stuff.
I'm not going to explain.
So everybody pick your favorite. Weirdly, I will say this. Hand stuff,
Yeah.
losing.
Maybe people just aren't into hand stuff. I don't know.
Maybe
they think it's worth more than. Maybe worth more than it's worth, I guess.
There comes. Sometimes you don't want things to be free, right? You want, because then people won't take it seriously.
This is very unenthusiastic. I feel like I'm getting what I paid for.
Okay.
Don't choke.
Almost thought I had to spit that back out into my mug. Very close. Very close. That's true, Saul. You get what you pay for. Sorry, did you want some of this coffee?
Yes, please.
I'm going to do kind of like a reach around pour technique.
That's sweet. We can compare our reach around techniques.
Yeah. Speaking of hand stuff for free. Yeah. All right.
Okay, this airbrush is a little sputtery because I think I may have let some stuff dry on it.
Do you want the backup so far?
Nah, we're good. The sins will be hidden. Oh man, it's like spraying out of the side.
You want me to fix the aim?
No, I got it. I'm just gonna come from this angle.
Do you want me to keep offering?
Yeah,
weird things? Do you want me to keep giving you weird airbrush offers?
Yes, please. What else you got?
Well, do you want me to lick the back of the needle? Sometimes it needs. Wait, hold on. Did you lick the back of the needle?
Did you lick it?
Yeah, well, you gotta lick the back of the needle.
Everyone knows that. Okay. So it's a little sputtery, but that's fine. I'm gonna go back in and dry brush again.
Folks at home,
Very lightly dry brushing here.
if you are an AoS player, and you are curious, and you're like, are you guys painting up? Are you guys painting up endless spells outside of the ones maybe for your faction? Maybe your faction doesn't have any, and are you doing that now? I ask because I bought like an eBay pack of endless spells that didn't have all of them in it. And now I'm finding that I had, and what I came to find out is that I have like 50 to 75% of all the lores, except for the forbidden lore, which weirdly we have none of.
Right.
And I said, you know what? For the channel, I want us to be able to have I want us to be able to have complete lores.
Yeah.
So I went on eBay and started buying. I brought this up before, I think on Saturday. I almost don't want to tell you guys this, but since you're channel members and supporting fans, go on eBay now. It might already be too late. Check out the like one or two. If you have some from a lore but not the others for some reason,
Now's the time.
Now's the time. The Palisade that Saray's painting right now, I got for $8, and then I think they charge something stupid like $12 for shipping. But I paid $20 for that thing. For Games Workshop, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forbidden Lore is one of the core ones, Graham. Now, heads up, if you're like, wow, I like the Hobby Collab, and I love Forbidden Lore. I love the Forbidden Lore. Bad news is the one I didn't buy any of. So we don't have that one. I'm kind of curious. That was weird.
This is why it was $8.
This is why it's $8. Oh my god, it's made of rock candy.
Oh no!
Here's that if you want to slot. Watch out though, that'll eat that paint right off.
Yeah, that's all good.
That's I know Jupiter, right? Yeah, Purple Sun. So we went and I finished off all the collections on eBay, and found I was paying between like $8. The Purple Sun was the most expensive. We're gonna actually use a 3D printed lab mandrill that we have for ours.
Should we show it?
Meg's gonna paint it, I think, on stream. But I went ahead and bought one anyway, just for competitive reasons. Honestly, I'd rather take the mandrill
But it's not the exact same dimension, so.
I mean, it's gonna be on the same base. Although no, the base is not good for the lab mandrill. I thought it was on a big round base.
No.
Have you seen the base it's on?
No. Is it weird?
It's like a Vanguard base.
Oh, interesting.
Makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
You'd think that would be on a big round base, right?
All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, using the airbrush, I'm going to angle from, all right, so you see how this is like crevice, right? From the inside, I'm going to spray out. I know that probably doesn't make any sense. Also, it's going to be difficult because this thing's spraying out from the side, but.
It's not, you just need to.
It's got to lick the back. I know, I'm not going to do that.
You need to just lick the back of the needle.
All right, so see this? I'm going to angle it this way, and I'm only trying to hit this side, the far side.
Yeah, Liberty, I think we should, maybe for one of the Forbidden Lore spells, we'll use a lab rat. Right, we definitely should. All right, Saray, I'm trying your True Metallics thing. We're going to see if it works.
Okay.
Well, no, though, because I'm not adding black in. I'm adding...
Oh, crap.
I'm actually adding a lighter silver into a darker silver. So I'm pretty much just mixing paint.
Yeah, that's just mixing paint. That's not...
That's not True Metallic?
I'm not the whole point is you're supposed to change how shiny it is.
So I'm not doing...
You're not. You're just mixing paint.
Wait a minute. So what you're telling me is I'm not doing True Metallic
right now?
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
But
I mean, you're kind of doing it.
But I wanted to be doing...
All right, so the reason we did that, right? Sorry, I'm not going to pick it up because it's wet.
Come on, pick it up.
Come on. So when I sprayed it that way, you get this like cast shadow. So like the top of this is still dark, but the rest of it looks like there's shadow being cast out of it, right? I'll show you the other side before I spray it. Right, it's just kind of all like kind of shittily dry brushed. But now, I'm gonna attack it from a different angle.
Don't listen to too much this guy says.
I don't even lick the back.
He doesn't lick the back of his airbrush. That needle right there. See the little ball? You just gotta lean down. I like Graham. Graham says he was thinking about using his purple sun in 40K as a Satan.
Can we use a Satan as a purple sun in our game?
I mean, I think a Satan. I think a Satan makes a better purple sun than a purple sun of Satan. Graham. Whoa, boy! Wow, try saying that one.
Yeah.
I think a Satan makes a better purple sun than a purple sun makes a Satan. Graham.
Satan Graham.
I think a Satan. Graham. I think a purple sun. I think a Satan makes a better purple sun than a purple sun makes a Satan. Graham. No, but what kind of what would that Satan be called?
Oh, because there's like the Nightbringer.
Yeah. There's something somewhat unintimidating about the purple sun, Graham.
The purple sunbringer.
The purple sun.
Very uninspiring.
Oh, Lady O, Lady O's a pretty good Satan.
I've seen people do that.
Yeah,
I think they even did that in an official like piece of art.
Oh, okay, in a piece of art.
An official like.
Wow! Can you imagine? You open up the Necron Codex and the opening artwork is Lady O.
Just buy AoS, assholes.
No.
Here's some real ghosts.
It's like that.
It's
like that funny fan thing they made where somebody drew like a Vindicare assassin sneaking in to kill an orc.
Yeah.
And she has like a tape to her head. She has like a really crude drawing of an orc face. Lady O has just like a sign. Hello, my name is Satan.
Yeah, my name is. I'm from the Lady O dynasty.
It's in the Necron Codex, but it's not art. It's a conversion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The idea of it being art is hilarious.
Yeah, someone just drew this, and it's like no one paid attention. They're just like, "Listen, I don't give a shit, do you?"
Lady O would be so much happier if she got to work with the Necrons than the Nighthaunt. That's like her.
Working with the Necrons would. I feel like that would kind of suck.
No, but that's Lady O.
The
Lady O is like her torture is that she's the leader of.
Oh yeah, a bunch of sad sacks.
Yeah, basically, she's like an ambitious, like social climbing, mean hot girl, and so she went in life. So in death, she got put in charge of basically a bunch of losers who like can't do anything right. Nick G, I'm so sorry for waiting so long to get to your super chat. We like to have fun here, and this is going to help us. And this is actually good. He says, with virtually no +2 to unbind, you're going to see a lot of endless spells.
KO got an automatic one though.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
coming out on top.
Yeah, that's actually going to be big.
Once per game.
Once per game, but that's still big. And I think I'm happy to see +2 to casts.
Gone.
+3 to cast. Nagash has something crazy, but like it's Nagash.
Yeah.
Right?
Look how crooked this thing. Look.
Yeah, I can fix it.
Fix it. Yeah, Lady O's a baddie. She is on the bad side, I guess.
Well, death's not really bad.
I mean, all the death people are, right? Like, I guess that's part of like being like a vampire. It's like, oh, I'm like super hot. Lady O, I guess she was a ghost, not a vampire though. Short on. He was. I guess we don't know what he looked like. He looked very normal. But what we need to have now is.
Can I see the water again?
Yeah.
Sorry, I need you to carry this.
We're gonna have a
stream while I lick the back of this airbrush.
Nagash gets +3, but only to cast, so no more oppressive unbinding. Oh. Listen, these free spells are gonna be on the table. Damn it. Still messed up.
Yeah. It might be. So I thought it was the needle.
Yeah.
But
the housing.
It might be the housing, which is good. That means it's easier to fix. Well, That means it's safer to fix, but kind of harder to fix on the spot on stream. Do you want me let me grab the other Sotar for you.
Cool. If they're
the backup Sotar. I used it yesterday. It's just like cleaning.
It's choking.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, what I'm gonna do next here, I'll show you where we're at. I got these right. This is where we're at. It looks kind of like it's glowing from the bottom. Then we add it in here. Right? It looks like it's glowing. See? Isn't that pretty?
Just run some water and soap through that, because not soap. Just run water through, because it is.
Okay.
You'll get the soap otherwise.
Cool. So I'm gonna hit it with the green first, then I'll probably come back with a black again. This is just airbrushing back and forth. Is essentially the stage I'm at now. I think I'm gonna. This is probably how I'm gonna end up doing all my chaos endless spells if I like the way it looks.
Yeah, to Nick G's point, yeah, you're gonna see a lot of these. And that's why I'm kind of curious. I want to ask who's been working on these recently, because
I've seen someone saying.
Yeah,
Saul was saying he was working on some Fire Slayer ones.
Yeah, I think you're painting up some of the. I'm gonna be furious if it's like clearly evident day one that the Forbidden Lore is like just so much better than all the other ones.
Oh wait, I thought he said he was painting. He wants to see the scrolls.
Yeah. I think he already has finished.
Right.
But I think it's an exciting way to get them on the table. As mentioned, I never really felt compelled to take them.
Right.
Almost ever. I was always usually like, I'd rather have a Triumph half the time.
Yeah. But
because
now you don't have to choose.
Right. I'm excited to see them on the table more. And I like them being grouped in lores, and I hope it. Well, the one that's going to be good is the energy one, because we know that one's going to be good because it has the Emerald Life Swarm, which is going to do something healing.
Yeah.
It has Ravanax Gnashing Jaws, which is kind of like the heavy hitter of mortal output as far as the endless spell goes. And then it has the Burning Head, which is like
not bad.
101. It's like endless spell 101. It costs like 20 points.
Yeah.
With price not mattering anymore, it's probably just going to do something super cute, like, on a 3 or up on a D6, do 2 or 3 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The weird thing they're doing now, probably.
The weird way of doing a D3. That's my guess. It's going to be really simple. Oh man, that looks immediately.
Oh yeah,
very
glowy,
very compelling. Liberty Furs. How's it going?
What's up?
What if the Hobbyclad had its own spell lore? What would the Lab Rats do? What would the Lab Mandrills do? What would the Lab Dab Mannequin do? Oh man, that's a really good idea. We should 3D print our own little spell lore for the channel.
I got a. Okay, let's see.
What would they do?
Okay. Do we have to be realistic or whatever we want? I know Liberty doesn't care.
Liberty doesn't care.
Whatever we want. All right, let's see.
I think let's say we actually printed them and like made up rules for them for fun.
Okay.
For funzy member games. They have to be somewhat like someone tuning in and being a member for the first time before they recoil and change the station. Should be, oh, okay, those rules aren't too bad.
Okay.
So let's give them 2 sets of rules.
Okay.
The rules we know we need to give them and the rules we want to give them.
Okay.
All right. Let's think.
Lab rat.
Okay.
First. Yeah. Okay. The realistic one would be. What do rats do? Rats. There's just lots of rats. Rats come in swarms, so it'd be like maybe like if you start your turn out, or you get like +1 to rally.
Oh,
that's like pretty good.
Oh, like
or re-roll the rally roll or something.
The rally roll currently is, instruments currently let you roll 1 extra dice.
I thought it was is it the instrument or the?
The banner gives you +1 control on an objective. The instrument lets you, when you roll your rally roll, you roll, instead of rolling 6 dice, you roll 7.
Okay. I mean, adding an additional dice.
And they come back on, what, 4s?
I thought it was 5s, but yes, maybe it's 4s.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I got a clog already. Breaking all your airbrushes. There we go.
Yeah. I'm
So
trying.
a rally bonus is kind of what I think of when I think of rats and lab rats.
Rats, yeah. Like, but is that a compelling on the spell? You just need to be near it and you get a bonus to rally?
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus to rally. Maybe an extra, maybe an 8th die.
An 8th die or re-roll one of the dice.
No
or...
rerolls, Saray. We hate rerolls.
Oh yeah, we hate rerolls in Sigmar, right? Sorry.
Except for charge rerolls. All right. What roll? What do you want to see the lab?
What do I want to see it do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. I kind of actually like the rally.
I know.
God damn it. Ooh, spooky. Let's see. What ideas do people have in chat? Make them reasonable as the polls. So not reasonable at all. Steal your opponent's dice? That's kind of fun.
Rats are also yucky, so they could give minuses to controls.
Yeah.
I mean, also look at what things Skaven do, right? They literally are rats. All right, what about Lab Mandrill?
Lab Mandrill.
I mean, he should just beat ass.
You think so? Just a monster in a combat.
He's basically an I mean, Mandrills are scary.
Yeah, they are. There's no bravery anymore.
Yeah, he should just be predatory. He moves around. He does mortals.
You know what? He doesn't do that bullshit where it's roll a 2 up, D3.
No, he does D6.
He just does 3D6 mortals.
3D6. Oh my gosh.
He's
that's good.
yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking an Incarnate's going to be, by the way.
Yeah, just that.
I think an Incarnate's going to be like, well, no, nothing's doing mortals. They give them profiles now, right? Like the swords have like.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, so he'll have like 6 attacks at Ren, not good Ren, hitting on 4s.
How much does a Mandrill membership cost?
8.
8. So he gets 8 attacks.
8 attacks.
Hitting and wounding on 2s.
No hitting on 2s. Come on, he's a man. Well, but he's magic. He's a magic energy.
He's a magic Mandrill.
Yeah.
8 okay, so the realistic version that we'd have to actually play with would be like 8 attacks, hitting, wounding on 3s, rend 1, maybe 2 damage. Like that's like pretty strong.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
The monster version that I want it to be is like 8 attacks, 2s, rend 2, or 3.
Saul says you don't get to control his movement.
Yes, that is also true. You have to break out a scatter dice.
I have a cool idea for the dab mannequin.
Okay.
All right, the dab mannequin. So he's out. He's predatory. Once per game.
To make a cringe roll.
Oh no! While he's out, at the end of any turn, you can pick a hero with like a wounds characteristic of 6 or less, or an infantry hero.
Okay.
Okay, and you roll, and on a 3-up, the dab mannequin and the hero switch places.
I like it.
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, that's kind of already what Little Marathi and Big Marathi are going to have that in the new edition, which is going to be very interesting.
A dabakin.
Oops, Big Marathi instead of Little Marathi.
All right, you could also do something like, all right, it's got the mannequin, again like Marathi, just it absorbs
Takes
wounds
for
for you.
somebody else?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I see the mannequin as having cute tricks with a foot hero that he's partnered
You have
with.
to make a dab test.
You can say that this mannequin is dabbing.
It doesn't do anything.
Just
Just so you know.
We always joked about Nagash having a rule that says once per turn you can say Nagash is skulking. And that's it. It just stops right there.
What does that mean? It means he's skulking.
Oh, it was instead of casting spells.
Oh.
Instead of casting any spells, you may say Nagash is skulking. And then, like, the rule ends there. And, like, what?
What? What
Normally,
what does it do?
It follows up, yeah.
Well, it doesn't do anything. He's skulking.
Mandrill should be able to fling poo at enemies.
Yeah, it's ranged attacks. All right, now we're switching to yellow. It's struggling.
Why is it struggling?
I think it's clogged.
Why did you clog my Sokar with dollar rounding?
Well,
Oh, no,
no,
you're using Vallejo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's Clog City. This is reminding me of something. Oh, you know what this coloration you have reminds me of?
Lord of the Rings.
Yes. Isn't there a scene in Lord of the Rings where like
There's the chunks.
you see the city? That Vallejo metallic, I would say two things about. Very old.
The fluorescence, you mean?
Yeah, the fluorescents are very old. And I, in general, have found them to be kind of troublesome.
Kind of crap?
Kind of troublesome.
Okay.
through an
Yeah,
airbrush.
we're gonna ditch these. That's actually why I brought this over here, just in case.
So you can see, like, I have the same two colors. And
Yeah.
I've been wondering, it's you who keeps getting out the fluorescents. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
Meg, too, was getting them out.
Yeah.
And eventually I was like, Meg, these are so much better. Like, especially through an airbrush.
They're not quite as fluorescent though.
Oh,
But-
well, then use them.
Nah, it's not happening. It's not happening. But if I did my lighting correct, it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what it's totally the city in. What city is that in? Is it Mordor? No, it's not Mordor. It's
Bad Guy City.
Bad Guy City. That's right.
Not Isengard. Is it? No. It's the city where the Nazgul is, and then Sam discovers that he didn't eat the bread, even though he knew he didn't.
He discovers definitively.
Definitively, he's like,
proof.
okay, I'm pretty sure I didn't eat the bread, but you know what?
You know what? That
Before anyone says it,
what?
I know that's not what that scene actually.
You know what?
It's just kind of funny.
That does kind of sound like me, though. Eating the bread.
You know what? He might be right. I should probably just go home.
Yeah. I mean, certainly I would eat some bread if I had it now.
Yeah. But then he gets to the bottom of the hill and he sees the bread and he crushes it. What an asshole.
I know.
Minas Morgul, thank you.
Thanks, Graham. What did we say? Purple sun makes a better Satan than a Satan.
Graham.
No.
Here we go.
A Satan makes a better purple sun than a purple sun makes a Satan, Graham.
Yeah.
That's the tongue twister.
There you go. So it looks a little weird, but once we actually stick it in the thing, it'll look a little better.
Why does it look weird?
I think I may have overset. Oh, whoo! Thank God that cap was
Good
on
catch.
just enough.
Good catch.
All right.
Or yellow would be.
I would have had
yellow
yellow.
would be all over your crotch, and you'd have some
Very embarrassing.
very embarrassing when you were forced to go to a key tonight with us. You don't give this guy a margarita. He's had plenty.
He's had too much.
This guy pissed his pants.
I'll tell you when I've had enough. Give me the margarita. All right, so I may have gone up a little too far, so I'm going to come back with the green in a second. But yeah, I mean, they look kind of glowy, right? Kind of glowish.
Graham, you can come to a key with us. We're going to the one in Campbell. We should get.
Not acai.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about.
What's
but-
up, Kaz? All right, now I'm spraying the insides again.
I do have to say, kind of being a little bit more thoughtful with the shading of the metallics did make me, because I was complaining to Saray that I'm starting to hate metallics.
Yeah.
And he was telling me I need to start doing the true metallic shading process, which is adding blacks into the metallics.
Yeah, basically changing the finish.
Yeah, and
I guess I did spill some yellow.
I do even like this. Even just being a little more thoughtful about it, I'm finding is more enjoyable. The other thing I can, I have been enjoying is adding like and I do this with my daughters a lot, is I just add like I do colored metallics, like with
Right.
turquoise and pink and stuff. That also can make them more enjoyable. And I definitely need to do that here.
All right.
I'm excited. The Blade Wind looks fun now. It's nice to see. That's what's fun about an Index Edition is kind of like everything that you're like, that hasn't been good for a while, right?
But it might be good now.
Might be at least cool, like, you know? All right, here we go.
All right, here we go, y'all. All right.
Yeah. So now what's left?
Well, this is what I was planning on finishing, but I'm just gonna bring it up a little more. Do a little bit
I guess
more
the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually gonna leave the base like this glowing effect. Obviously, I do the rim, but
No, I was actually going to leave the rim all shitty like this.
yeah, I was gonna leave the rim kind of busted.
Well, it's in this family. Ooh, that's a that's a bad place to drop a fully painted miniature by Meg. Okay, there we go. That came off pretty easy. Yeah, so it's pretty much just black. She has her Soul Blight basing material on it,
Okay.
but I don't think we need to worry about that.
Okay.
So, yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. All right, let's close our poll.
Yeah, that's close.
Tire rotation says 1.
All right.
I'm surprised.
You're surprised.
Yeah.
People don't like hand stuff.
Yeah, hand stuff lost. Different Little Mints came in second. And then Free Fills, this is in Europe, came in third. It is a little jarring in the United States when you see refills. And
Not
you see
being free.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah, it's typically mom and pop places. Yeah, it's typically mom and pop places.
you're like, well, this is how you're never gonna make it to the big leagues.
Yeah.
And this is why.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna bring this yellow. I think it went up a little too high, so I'm gonna bring it back down with some green. And I am using the inks this time, so I'm gonna be a little less.
Hand stuff was robbed, I agree, Soups. I was a little shocked by that. I thought I knew our viewers better.
Guess not.
I've had enough. We've been pushing it with the polls.
Well, now we have to cancel our next tier membership because
Yeah.
they don't want hand stuff. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
Alright,
you
well.
guys don't like hand stuff? Cool.
Noted.
All right, no hand stuff for you guys.
That is
Thanks, Cass, for giving some memberships. We appreciate, as always.
Thanks, Kaz. So as you can see, yeah, I don't know how clear this is on camera, but I'm just walking that yellow back down a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's big. I like to. I think a little bit more green. You're adding green,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
We glowing.
Are you happy with how this is coming out?
Yeah, I think it's all right.
You weren't sure.
I mean, it was all theory. I was like, theoretically, should look
Oh,
like.
theoretically.
Theoretically, this is how it should look. Yeah, I think it's pretty solid.
Do you think in the new edition the snake will just eat people like it does in the old edition?
So, okay, what is the difference between that and the Purple Sun?
Oh, okay. So the Purple Sun currently just makes things -1 to their save.
Uh-huh.
Everything. You and your opponent.
Oh, okay.
This is why Nighthaunt players historically have loved it.
Okay, because it's like,
affect
whatever.
you. Yeah, nothing can affect your save. And also Nighthaunt kind of tends to struggle with Ren.
Right.
My list gets around that by just making you roll 40-some saves. I'm like, I don't care. Like, unless you have a 2-up, it doesn't really matter, right? But I've never used the Purple Sun in my Nighthaunt, but a lot of Nighthaunt players take it because of that.
Right. Makes sense.
And it has this follow-up thing where I forget how it works now. Somebody in chat will know, but it could basically slay a character,
Okay.
or do an insane amount of a single model.
Right.
You pick a model, you roll some dice. If X happens, then it's slain.
That's Purple Sun.
Purple Sun.
Yes.
First thing that happens is, after it's done moving, you pick one character and roll a die. On a 1, it does this slaying thing. Okay. 1 in 6 chance of maybe slaying something. The snake.
Oops, sorry, that's not on screen.
The snake currently has Monstrous Rampage, Stomp, or Smash to Rubble.
Okay.
It can't roar. And
Interesting.
it can't Titanic Duel, but it can do D3 Mortals.
Okay.
And it can destroy a terrain piece. And then the other thing it can do is what I think I used it on you, which is you roll 3 dice, and for each die roll that meets or exceeds the unit's wound characteristic,
Right.
one model was slain.
Right, and this was big on the like
Usually
Baron.
your knights, I think.
Yeah.
I think it just like slayed, like killed 3 knights, right? Like it just goes over and kills. Like that's insane. Even at wound characteristic 3,
Yeah,
which they are currently.
and now will be 4.
Now it's 4. It's still scary. You still wouldn't want this thing.
No, absolutely not. All right, so I think this is in good enough. I don't know if it's fully down, but I want to wait for this to dry.
No, it looks amazing. That's
glowing.
That's it. I mean, that's what we want to be doing with endless spells, right
Yeah.
there. Like that's it.
Pretty. All right, I'm going to clean up this base right here, and then I guess I might do a little bit more, but probably not a ton more. I feel like it's in a pretty good spot.
You almost want to be careful, right?
Yeah, I don't want to do too much more.
Worse.
I was going to dry brush a little bit of white on the edges, but I feel like I might screw it up. Dry brush, and then... Okay.
Speaking of making it worse, let's talk about somebody who does not make things worse at all. Yeah, Timbit says don't do the dry brush. I think he's right. I think he got the idea from me to not do it, but I think he's
right on the money.
So all right, so we've been appreciating our mods because it's been our birthday month.
That's right.
So we've been appreciating our mods this month, and we're doing one a week.
Yeah.
This week is one of our mods that we're appreciating each week during our birthday month.
Yes.
Because
am I trapped in a nightmare? Why is this so circular?
We've been doing one a week.
Yes.
So let's get to the one for this week that we've been doing. Well, we haven't done this one yet because we've been doing a different mod
this week.
All right.
Who is it?
This mod would appreciate this insanity. This is our very own Ted.
Hey.
Kurkanos. I shouldn't have said Ted. That's his real name. I think people know his name's Ted.
Well, his name's Ted, and here's his address.
His name's Ted Williamson. He lives at Fort.
Here's his bring up Social Security.
Yeah. All right, Ted's interesting. A lot of people don't know this. Ted actually works kind of for our channel. And by kind of, I mean definitely.
Yes.
Ted actually does a lot of work. So he doesn't just mod. First of all, here's his picture.
Yes.
Luscious locks. Ted has nice long hair.
He does.
You know what didn't make it on this list?
What?
That Ted is a pet tortoise.
That's true.
Yeah, named Tortino.
Is it Torti? I thought it was Torti or something.
Totino.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so Ted makes most of our shorts.
Yes.
Typically, the process for a short is we take some longer form content Saray does.
Yep.
And then Ted makes a short out of it. Mm-hmm. And then people thread in Saray.
Yes, and then they tell me that that I'm making bad investments.
Yeah, all kinds of things.
That I should just play a different army.
Play a different army. Wait, you took all the trim off the chaos slaves to darkness. Yeah. Why not just play Space Marines?
Yeah.
In 40K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I've been told many a times what an Imperial... Ted, now, thanks to you, I know the difference between an Imperialis and an Aquila.
You've been insulted for your intelligence, your creativity, everything. Your personhood has been called into question.
Yes. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Race.
Everything. Race stuff.
You'd be surprised. You know what, folks? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised at the kind of things. And Ted facilitates all.
Thank you, Ted.
Thanks, Ted.
Thanks, Ted, for opening our eyes.
Okay.
To the possibilities. What people could be upset about.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, the only thing keeping the Hobby Collab standing. It's true. If we probably, and right now Ted's got like some actually really cool stuff in his career going on. So he's been not able to devote as much time to our channel, and like, oh man, is it noticeable?
Yeah,
our sub growth
plummeted.
Yeah. Hopefully Ted never really catches on too much, and probably has for more money. All right, other things. Can keep a secret. I actually don't know what that one's about. Meg writes these, and then we're like, is this an inside joke between Meg and Ted?
Probably. Yeah. They're probably talking crap about us.
Likes Pikachu, the most basic of all Pokemon, for some reason.
Okay. Is that true?
That he's the most basic?
Yes.
He's the poster boy. It's kind of like liking Ultramarines, though, right?
That is true.
But I think it's okay to like the poster boy.
It's not.
No?
No, not on this channel.
What's super, like... Everybody loves Wolverine, and let's face it, he's a poster boy.
Everyone likes Wolverine because he's a short king.
Poster boy of the movies, of the Deadpool movies. Deadpool. People like Deadpool.
I mean, okay, there's a difference between a protagonist, main character,
And a poster boy?
Yeah. Fine. All right, Pikachu is not basic.
Who's the poster boy of our mods? It's probably Soups?
Probably Soups. He has his picture on here quite often.
Oh, yeah. Soups is the mod poster boy.
Truly the Ultramarines of our mods.
Yeah. Soups is the Ultramarines or the Deadpool of Deadpool.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think Pikachu's fine. Pikachu does get annoying. When you're watching the cartoon,
Why did they... Yeah, sorry, keep going.
you get tired of Pikachu.
I hate that they changed him. He used to be a fat little mouse,
Yeah.
and now he's like... I don't know. He lost weight.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not as cute and like hilarious. Have you ever seen old Pikachu? It's much better.
Like in the original cartoon?
Yeah,
Like the first
he's
one of the
like a
cartoon?
little
Yeah.
fat mouse.
Yeah. He barely looks like, I mean, not even a mouse. He looks like he couldn't even, like, he looks like just like a, I mean, he can do this electric thing, so that's the only thing keeping him alive, but yeah, it looks like a hawk would just pick him up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Pidgeot?
Pidgeot. Yeah.
I want to see the dark side of Pokemon.
Where Pidgeot
Eats that mouse.
feeds Pikachu
it's
to
horrible.
his babies, and they shred him apart.
Yeah, and they just regurgitate Pikachu's
Flesh.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ted.
Thanks, Ted.
Thanks, Ted, for our help. Yes, we do love Kerr. If you see him in chat or Discord, be nice to him.
Yes.
Don't start being mean to him because of this.
Yes. Just say he's a poster boy and
He's not the poster boy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Well, the poster boy is Soups. So
So what does that make? So yeah, does that make him an Imperial Fist? Sorry.
who, Ted?
Worse than that, he's Imperial Fist, yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Truly the Rogel Dorn of Primarch, of our mod Primarch.
From another mod, from Yusef. Yeah. And Nightbot also mod.
Where does that
Yeah. Can we do... You know what? Actually, Megan hasn't really thought about this. We haven't done a Nightbot appreciation.
We should do that.
We should do that, Meg. Get on that, please. Let's do it next time. I think we only have one...
One left?
Do we only have one left?
I think so. We're not doing soup, so.
Yeah, we're not doing Soup's the poster boy. Yeah, that's fine. Sean, that's fine. You can be mean to Ted for other reasons. Just
Oh, yeah, you can be mean to him for other reasons.
yeah, just don't be mean to him for this.
For
okay.
this.
Very nice. Very nice work.
Yes, we appreciate all our mods and all the work they do.
All right, on to oh no, I want to use the copper.
All right.
A little copper. Use a little ethermatic glue.
I'm done.
You're done?
I'm done.
You should have just got up and left.
All right, I'll
Leave
see
me
you.
here.
I'll see you at a key. I can maybe hit another.
Oh, you can do this.
Oh, okay. What do you need me to do with this?
I mean, or don't. I mean, whatever you want to do.
What do you want me to do with it?
Oh, you
I
get to
got the
learn-
airbrush.
You get to learn how to make a daughter's a cane base.
Oh dear God! Can I do I get to put my own spin on it?
No, God, no. Please. Oh my God. Different bases. Can you imagine? I will riot. I will shut this channel down. I will go into hiding. I will use my own presence and body as collateral
Dear
to
God!
force an apology from you. I will drive.
No more hand stuff.
I will take the car. Meg won't have a car, and I will drive east until I get to the most remote part of a Midwestern state, and I will check into a $42 a night hotel room where none of you know where I live until I receive a
an
personal
apology.
apology from you.
How will I give it to you though?
You can call. I'll call.
Occasionally.
I'll call occasionally when you're ready. Someone can let me know.
Zach, I've rebased your entire Daughters of Cain.
Oh my! Then
I've rebased half of them.
I'm
I don't think they don't make the paints anymore to do the rest.
Oh God, that's my nightmare. That's my nightmare. All right, yeah, that's gonna be the final season of the Hobby Collab. Zach runs away east
Runs east because of
inconsistent basing
basing
on the armies. All right. So first, you're gonna cover it with that.
Okay.
That's easy.
The whole
step.
thing.
The whole thing,
Okay.
because that's the rim color.
Terrible.
Having somebody who hates non-black rims.
Yeah.
Careful now, it's open.
Oh, okay.
Also, now I have to get Gene Stealer purple. I got the wrong purple.
Oh yeah, here it is with the black rim. There you go, everyone. Pretty quick.
Pretty quick, pretty good. Can't wait. You just painted the number one worst,
Yeah,
the number one
worst
most powerful spell against your KO.
Yay! I'm self-defeating. Look, if it's gonna destroy me, I want it to look good.
I can't wait to put that in the middle of the board.
It's so I can't shoot anything.
Oh my god!
Oh!
It will. If you put that in the middle of the board, and most of your army's like on the left side, most of my army's on the right side, it's gonna screw up your shooting like mega bad. You'll get shots. It's just never gonna.
Well, I don't know if I will because the range is not infinite on my guns.
That's true
you know?
too. Non-infinite range. Famously non-infinite range.
All right, so we're starting with this Phoenician purple.
Yeah, you're just gonna go ahead and cover the whole thing.
Horrible.
This is also how I base coat my skin for Daughters of Cain. Actually, a lot of people don't know that.
All right, I'm gonna
Why
do.
would they?
Yeah, why would they? That's weird if they know that.
Oh, Nightbot, thank you. Look at Nightbot working hard. Nightbot needs a
Nightbot appreciation. Where's can I get some putty?
You shouldn't need it.
I want to go here.
Oh, I see.
So because I have to hit the rim.
Do you like me telling you?
Yeah.
Do you like me right away, like checking how you're doing it? I don't use putty.
There should be no putty.
The goal here is to do exactly the way I would do it. So
I don't know what you're doing putty for. All right. Phoenician purple.
Yep.
This
sounds like you said it enough. Starting to
disgusting.
wonder if you've got thoughts.
I'm having a hard time getting there.
Yeah, you're not a big color rim guy?
No. Okay. All of mine are black. Mm-hmm. I think I'd be okay with any neutral color except white.
The thing that I've been doing more recently the past couple armies is a spin on black.
Okay.
So right, the cities use Tenebrous Gray, which is like this, like the color mauve.
Yeah. It's like a little bit of purple in it.
It's like an insanely dark mauve.
Yeah.
That from afar reads as black, and then you get a little closer.
And you're like, that's not black.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's the Night Haunt, which are Musu black.
Oh, right. Oh, man. Sorry. I don't know if we really want to go down this. But I was like really into that like Stuart Semple stuff.
Yeah, why wouldn't we want to go down this?
And that guy kind of like lost the plot.
Oh, what happened?
So he changed his name to Anish Kapoor, the guy who he said can't buy his stuff.
Yeah.
And then he used some AI. He used some AI art to try and get people to like kickstart a thing that was not real.
Okay.
And then when someone pointed out that hey, that's AI art, he like went and like insulted all of their art.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this all part of a performative thing?
I don't think so. I don't think so. All right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Never meet your heroes.
Never meet your heroes. Hear that, people? Never meet your heroes. Never meet us.
Yeah.
Not that we're your heroes.
Yeah. I hope we're not anyone's heroes.
Dear God, can you imagine?
I can't. Imagine.
How sad.
Maybe. Yeah. If we were anyone's heroes,
You should probably get out.
you should
watch
You
others.
should drive east.
They still make Goblin Green. GW doesn't, but Vallejo does, and it's actually a pretty good paint.
Are you ready for step 2?
Yeah, it's not dry yet, but yes.
Step 2 is going to be a very aggressive,
Very aggressive. Okay, angled.
Gene Stealer purple.
Okay, I can do that.
You're probably going to hit the rim. It's fine. You'll clean it up later.
No, I got it.
Oh, look at this
got
guy. Look at this guy.
got it. Alright.
Mr. Airbrush
I got
control here. Thanks for making my base for me, sir. I know it's painful for you to
It is
do.
very unorthodox.
I really need to up the paint job on my daughters. They've been in a number of showcases. Oh, everyone come vote now. But they never win. And they shouldn't, nor should they be.
Well, you can't expect to win against Gloomspike Gits. Everyone wants to see Gloomspike Gits.
Yeah, unless it's out in like hillbilly country and the painters aren't. There's not a lot of like good painters or whatever. But that's not really making fun of any place in particular. It's kind of just saying like
It's just making fun of hillbillies.
It's pretty sad. I mean, you go out to where like the population density in the Bay Area or Southern California, or wherever is pretty intense. You go to Western Nebraska, like. You suddenly might be the best painter there, right? You know what I mean? Like that happens.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, there's like a lot of really good painters in like, is it Sweden? All those dang Swedish painters.
Yeah.
There's not that many people in Sweden. Why are they all so good?
Because they have nothing to do all
half the
year. Yeah.
All right, I think I did it. I can't really tell though. Do you have an example base?
The next thing is going to really help it more. I'll be honest with you, there's a chance that this step is maybe the least important one.
Okay.
I mean, the flashlight on my phone was on like a boomer the whole time.
Okay, yeah, no, it's got a pretty aggressive.
Next, you're gonna aggressive angle spray AK titanium white ink.
Okay.
Same direction. Hopefully you remember.
No, I can tell because of where I sprayed.
Good. Good eye.
Yeah.
This is not this guy's first rodeo.
No, this ain't my first
purple
aggressive angle spray.
You're gonna do the same thing with that.
All right. Does it need to be titanium white, or can I just use this white? I guess titanium white's already over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The one that you need is right there.
Which one? Which one do I use?
AK titanium.
Well, there's 2 titanium whites.
Well, they're.
I'm trying to get it exactly the same, Zach.
They're the same paint. It's the same paint.
No, I need to get it exactly right.
Which bottle did you use?
Which bottles did you use on the other ones?
Oh my god.
All right. Come on. There's not that much left in this one. Okay. All right. Here is where we're at with this base, right? And then we hit it. Angle.
Yeah. This is really the one that's going to matter more. That you get this one right. Really want to get this one right.
Yeah. Really got to get it right. All right. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Look.
Looks
so that, from this side, it looks white. And then you turn it to this side, it looks black.
Yeah, let's do a top down.
Boom! Yeah. Look at that.
It looks pretty weird, right? So now here comes the secret recipe. Once that's dry, you're going to basically cover it with this shit.
Okay.
AK
purple ink.
Purple ink.
All right. Well, I'll wait for that to dry then. Oh, look at that. It's like the fucking sun is coming up.
And
almost getting some like cast shadows there.
Great. That's good. That's kind of what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm over here. I'm highlighting up some copper.
Okay.
On the sword handles.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm gonna engage with chat. Hello, chat. I'm waiting for this to dry.
That's pretty.
Pikachu isn't basic. He is electric.
That's why he's the pro, guys. That's some good engagement.
Hello, chat. I'm engaging with you. Chat, I would like to engage in conversation. Will somebody talk?
Somebody just gonna psychotic.
All right, I guess we're just gonna sit here.
Oh, okay. This is what you want.
This is what you want. This is what you want. Hello, Elijah. Hello, Graham. I'm pretty excited for KO.
Yeah.
Like,
I think they're gonna be
actually,
good,
hold on. Let me walk that back. I feel like KO are gonna suck.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to get them painted up. Just because we don't have anything like that in terms of both color scheme and just like models, right? We don't have anything with like big centerpieces that are. I don't think there's anything that big, right? There's nothing as big as an ironclad.
What's the biggest model we currently run on stream?
Nagash, probably. Right? And even then, he's a rarity.
Yeah, Vampire Lord and Zombie Dragon's big. Arachnaroks are big.
Arachnaroks are actually pretty huge, but like I think an ironclad's probably bigger.
Probably bigger, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I need ideas for crew boys. That's right. I meant to get back to Elijah. Okay. So there's two ways you could go. You could go with how big is Kairos compared to it? I actually don't know because I haven't built the ironclad, but I know the ironclad is bigger than the frigate, and the frigate's like pretty sizable.
The frigate's big.
The frigate's like pretty big. It's not huge, but it's like sizable.
Yeah.
But I know the ironclad like dwarfs it because I've seen the comparisons. So I would say the ironclad is definitely bigger than Kairos. Cruel boys. Okay, so there's two ways you can go with cruel boys. You can go with the like swampy, typical, trying to put them in the environment that they're normally depicted in. Mm-hmm. Or you could go kind of different. You could go with like a super saturated.
You're like, so that's about it.
So that's actually it. So
swamp or different.
So it's a little weird because they're. I feel like unlike other factions, they're like very tied to their environment.
They are,
right?
You know what's interesting is that I've been thinking about this recently. Kind of a number of destruction factions are.
Yeah.
Almost all the Gloomspite Gits are.
Yeah, they're like.
Yeah, like Night Goblins do night stuff and cave stuff.
Yeah.
Spider Goblins do tree stuff.
Yeah.
Beast Claw Raiders are like very naturalistic. Yeah, and you're absolutely right. I do love the idea of saying like, where do I want my cruel boys to be like? What about cruel boys in a canyon?
Yeah.
Like imagine cruel boys ambushing people like in a Grand Canyon area.
Like like a desert. Or the snow.
I think I really like that idea a lot, Saray. Like I would say that, Elijah. Like where do you want them to be?
Yeah.
And don't Saray and I have like tossed out some that are kind of bland. No offense, Saray. Yeah. But like be specific. Like, oh, they're ambushing death armies during the autumn season in Shaiish.
Yeah.
Like it's like autumn leaves and stuff, or they're ambushing at a place that looks like Flagstaff. Like look up pictures of a city. Look up some place that's like beautiful that you've seen. Elijah lives in the western half of the U.S. I think there's all kinds of like national parks. Look up like the coolest national park, like geological formation.
What's the one in Utah?
Bryce and Arches. No, Moab and
yeah, I think it might be Moab.
The Salt Lake.
No, not. Well, yeah, that'd also be another.
Salt Lake. Yeah. Monument
Valley.
Yeah.
Or like
Redwoods.
Oh yeah, Redwoods would be good.
Hipsters from Zion. That's pretty good.
It's truly terrifying.
Yeah, or like Big Sur. Like they're like big. They're like the guys that moved to Big Sur in like the early '70s, and that's it.
All right, so there's all that. So like that's what you should probably do. And then I'm just gonna give you one that I think would be cool. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think you should do them like they're orcs who paint their bodies in white war paint, or like white skin.
Yeah.
And then other like red tattoos.
That's super cool. One of the really cool things you want to do if you do something like that, I don't know how you feel about this series. If you're using a ton of body paint, you really want to get that right. I would almost suggest crackle effect. How could you pull off a little bit of crackling?
So you could do that, but you wouldn't want to use like a GW crackle because those are like meant to have like big cracks. If you buy crackle medium from like Golden, they're like traditional art.
Yeah, okay.
And you spread it really thin, but not, it's
test.
hard.
You gotta test.
You gotta test it. If you spread it thin, you can get like tiny cracks. But if you spread it too thin, it just won't crackle at all. So it's kind of difficult.
Right. I actually was not impressed with AK's crackle effect.
Was it?
It crackled. It crackled big blobby ones that just fell off.
Yeah. No, that's not good.
I was pretty unimpressed. The GW one's actually, I think, significantly better than the AK one.
Yeah.
And I've used both for basing. Anyway, yeah, I've always thought that like really like getting war paint to look like war paint. You want to look. I always recommend this movie for war paint. you want to watch the Terrence Malick film, The New World, starring Christian Bale and Colin Farrell, because there are some really cool up-close shots of the Northeast Native American tribes in that.
More?
I think. I mean, pretty much once you cover it, that's it. I don't think I did like a lot of multiple layers.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because the last step, which we won't worry about,
Okay.
is a dry brush of fulgrim pink.
Okay. Well, I mean, I got time.
Well, we'll do some fan stuff here in a sec.
Okay.
I pretty much finished this guy.
Oh my God,
no,
nice.
no, shoot, I want to do the turquoise, so I'll do that during this. Okay, yeah, check out that movie. I feel like, I know it's kind of a silly movie to recommend, but they have like close-ups of the Native Americans, and you can kind of see the way their war paint is not like they put it on. It's made from natural materials.
Yeah.
They put it on earlier in the day. It's a humid environment. It's crackled. It's dry environment.
Yeah,
So
we're not necessarily saying copy the war paint. Just look at how it textured.
The style of how paint breaks down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely recommend that, Elijah. I do like the idea of really thinking about where Cruel Boys. You're right. They are kind of like tied to their
Swampy area, but like
we always kind of think of them that way, right?
I mean, like albino with war paint would be dope.
Yeah.
Like the white orc from The Hobbit.
Yeah. You ready for
In fact, just do that.
just do that.
Just do that. Never mind.
You ready for some fan
It's
stuff?
time for fan stuff.
All right.
All right.
Oh man, you picked all the fan stuff.
Yeah,
today.
so you got to open that.
Let's open that folder.
That there folder there. Anyway, I chose this one because I really liked how the, I guess, candle bearer is picked out in red. I really like the way it looks. It's dark, almost like blood red.
I think this is a Warcry band.
Is it?
I don't know. I think so. Oh,
Oh, you right?
my foot just like hit a cable.
Oh.
Nothing seems to have changed, so okay, we're good.
Underworlds.
Underworlds. Okay, yeah.
So this is this Yarnum?
Yes.
Young Yarnum?
Yeah.
Yeah, so young Yarnumite.
Yeah.
Yeah, these look great. I also really like the way you did the smoke/flames coming off the candles.
Yeah.
I mean, everything looks great. The little dirt gradient or brown gradient.
Basing looks good.
Going towards the bases, yeah.
Good tuft work.
Good tuft work, good choice on black rim bases. That's how it's supposed to be.
Oh my god.
Yeah, these are great. But again, the thing that really caught my eye was this like the champion or this one character in the red.
Yeah.
Super great.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very good.
Next, we've got
Broken.
Chef. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about with the shield, right?
Yep. Broken Chef. Yeah, we were talking about the little bits of yellow to make these pop because if you do want to do them in the more drab traditional colors, it's nice to have a nice pop on them, a color pop on them.
Cruel Boy's so hot right now.
I thought about getting some, but then I realized I have too much stuff to paint.
Well, yeah, and you know what's funny is they're gonna clear out all this Dominion.
Yeah,
Dominion
finally.
stuff real fast. And it's actually a good deal. It's actually good because like, let's say you bought a Dominion thing or two, you're thinking about buying one, and you're buying the starter box. You kind of now have like Cruel Boys and Stormcast because you just also added a bunch to your Stormcast by buying that box, right?
I'll send you some, Tim. I appreciate that, but I feel like you would do a much better job than I would, and that's kind of sad that you wouldn't get to paint them.
Yeah.
But I won't say no. Anyway, next up.
He doesn't mean it's sad because. Yeah.
All right, look, if you want to get rid of them, we can talk something out. All right, this is someone we know. Someone who.
Oh, Jared. This is Jared. Yeah,
Jared, yeah.
Yeah, I have met Jared a couple times. He's a cool guy. And I'm kind of curious, Jared, if you're watching. I don't know if you're here right now. I think sometimes he watches after the fact.
Yeah.
If you're going to Nova, again, that's where I've typically seen him. Yeah, it looks good. I like the. I don't know. I like
white.
The white.
I like seeing Sisters of Battle in their non-typical colors. I mean, I love the black. The almost Black Templar-esque
Yeah.
black and reds. But seeing them in white and gold is just like super great. And a little bit of blue too,
Jerry's
actually.
been painting a lot recently. He's been getting a lot better as well as a painter. He's been painting a few different armies, honestly. But yeah, he just did some really awesome. Last week we looked at some really awesome Nundums.
Yeah.
That he painted that were super cool. Yeah, nice stuff,
They're
Jerry.
sick.
Okay.
Sisters. Sorry, I guess. No, let's keep going. Sisters are good or bad now? I forget. I think they were really good and now they're bad.
I think that's right. This is Voodoo Fairy.
Voodoo Fairy. Have we seen Voodoo Fairy before? Probably.
Yes, it's been a little bit. I think it's been a little bit, but yes.
This is great. This is looks like a kit bash between an. Is it a kit bash or is it a 3D model? It looks like Seraphon and some orc stuff. But I don't recognize the model. That's not a Cruel Boys model, is it? He's got a little lanky. Anyway, looks great. I think it's a great combo of things, like seeing this, again, putting them in a specific kind of environment, or like changing up what we normally associate orcs with, right?
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, this looks cool. They've done other stuff for this army as well on the Discord, and I can't remember exactly what's going on.
Ooh.
KB alternate shaman on Starseer base, I think. KB is
KB Toys?
no, what is KB?
Cruel Boys?
Yeah, okay. No, yes, I think so. That's what Tad means.
Yeah.
Not a good company. A little Night Haunt.
Little Night Hunt action. Oh, wait. No,
Kit
no.
Bash. No.
Cruel Boys Kit Bash.
What is going on? This
From
is
Kingdom Beth.
Oh yeah, Alarion Dandelion.
A Leland Dandelion.
Yeah.
This is, looking sick. There was a bunch of other stuff, not AoS related. Of course, I chose the AoS one because we were doing endless spells today. But there's some other good stuff. Space Wolf. It might have been. I didn't see if it was a looked like a Berserker World Eater.
Oh,
But
okay.
it might have been other red Space Marine. But this one stuck out to me. Really digging the way that like beat up metal is looking on the helmet and the sword. It's looking solid.
Oh yeah.
And look, ghostly glowing effects. I'm here for it, obviously.
Alarion Dandelion also clearly like me on the Knight of Shrouds on Ethereal Steed. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. Okay, next we've got.
This
is this Chef?
No. This is
Soy Sumer?
Soy Sumer, yes.
Yeah.
Looking good, Soy Sumer. I especially want to call out the like the dripping. Look at both of his hands, right? The stuff that's in both of his hands. This like dripping, smoky, liquid stuff, looking really good, and the this like vial that's in the netting, super good. Good job on the reflections here. It really sells the effect.
Very nice. Yeah, good work. Good purple, little red, like a little
red and
red
purple
tinting
action.
purple in there. Yeah, I like that. Little sneaky, interesting shading in there.
High desert marsh, and it snows heavy here too. That sounds like a combination of things that would make for an amazing place.
Oh, yeah, Crater
Elijah.
Lake. Yeah, you should be able to find some cool. Okay, and then this is
Hell yeah.
This is
Saul.
Yeah, and I do like the way these are coming out. I had said on stream the other day that I wasn't always the biggest fan of different weird color skins like blues and reds on ogres.
Heard it here first.
But I like this. I do like this. I really especially like the Stonehorn. Honestly.
Yeah, Stonehorse killer.
And part of that is actually not Saul's paint job on the ogre. It's just the more and more time goes by, this is a complicated kit. Because I think the Stonehorn holds up. The ogre is starting to not hold up.
Especially as we've seen the new takes on the ogres.
As we've seen the Bloodpelt Hunter, yeah. And I've often wondered, I know they won't do it this way, like if they would ever just release, I know they won't, would they just release
the
riders for the Stonehorn kit? Because to me the Stonehorn kit holds up. The only problem with it is it's not very posable, it's very mono-posed.
Yeah.
And every army, like so many people take armies with like 4 or 5 Stonehorns, myself included.
Hey, don't say never.
Yeah.
Because they did do Cadian upgrade kits.
That's true.
Right? And those were new.
I think
it was a combination of new and old stuff.
I think they'd want to crack at the Stonehorn because in addition to being monopost, it's very hard to repose it.
Yeah.
Because the socket is not just a round ball where you can like twist and have it look different ways.
Yeah.
it is like this bizarre teardrop shape kind of thing.
Right.
That wedges perfectly in. And I have one that I've made facing straight forward instead of off to the left, left like all of them. It was a ton of work. I had to sculpt fur with green stuff, and it was a lot of work.
Well, regardless.
Yeah,
this looks
great.
fantastic.
The stone.
Stonehorn, especially the stone on the Stonehorn.
Yeah, I really like that. A good mouth too.
Oh, and the eyes.
All of that around there. You have to actually go in and really paint that stuff. If you don't, it falls apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, the model doesn't look good. It is very expressive. It has a very expressive face.
Yeah.
And its mouth is big, and like you can see all the way down to its tongue. I've painted so many of these now, and I really have to say, like, getting the mouth and the eyes right is a big part of it.
Yeah. Also, good job on the base.
I do. I like the non-traditional winter base. I think that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Also, pretty cool. The I don't know if you follow the Total War Warhammer stuff. They announced today that they're going to do some Stonehorns.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So
all right,
you can see them in motion now.
Let's have a grab at the base.
Okay.
I guess I should.
You got to dry brush it.
That's okay. I'm not going to yet.
Okay.
I also have to. I'll pass this to you. Yeah. We can get a look and see how it's going to look. I also have to. You can see there's a little bit of land on the base.
You got to switch to the.
Yeah, which I'm kind of glad there is, so that I can tie it in a little bit better.
There, I'll hold it there.
Wait, is that how?
Is that how it goes? I don't know how it goes. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Is that how it goes? No.
Well, it's like that.
Like that.
It's like that.
Yeah. So I'll add my tufts and I'll add some crystals. I'm pretty excited for this. I am excited for this. Its rules are cool. It on a 3+ in the combat phase, you pick an enemy unit and no positive modifiers to that model's.
Yeah, that's
saves.
pretty insane.
Yeah, that's gonna be good for witch elves. It's like a little witch elf helper.
Yeah, this is looking good. I think you were a little worried about the. You're saying you don't like the metallics. I think they're coming out good.
I tried some things and I am pretty happy with them.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll show my. We'll keep this there. It's not gonna stay. It'll be like that. And I'll bring this back. Show you some glowy goodness. There you go. There's our glowing rock. You can't see through it because it's glowing.
That looks amazing. Yeah, really cool. Fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to have these things on the table. They're gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's a cool another fun difference between 40K and AoS. It's another thing that kind of makes like the game a little more fantastical and wonky. Not wonky in a bad like rules way, but just like
funky in a fun way.
What is going on in this world? Yeah. Really cool stuff. One last quick reminder before we head out today.
Yeah.
We do remind you guys the monthly challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Get your entries in. It is the 26th. There's only a few more days left in June. If you can believe it, summer is flying by, sadly.
Yeah.
Get your entries in. And you just want to post in our Discord. And you simply want to post... where is it?
Crowing for it.
Crowing for it. Hashtag crowing for it. Cast.
Look, I know that Stonehorn is already in the crowing for it,
Yeah.
so there's already good competition.
Yeah. So post your entry. The theme for the month has been travel.
Travel.
You don't, you can be clever with your theme.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That just about does it. We will be on the lookout. So the next time we're on is Sunday. It's been, man,
Yeah.
having games
Yeah.
we've been getting a lot done.
A lot of work done.
A lot of work done. But we will be having games soon in just a couple weeks. We'll be back. Keep an eye out. Also, Saturday we will be on air as Steven, I think Steven and I, maybe Brad, are going to probably do another recap of the week in Sigmar. We have a number of things we didn't get to last week, including a Yandrasta gladiatorial battle, seeing who Yandrasta wins and loses against.
I'm very curious what that's going to look like.
Yeah. So we're very excited for everybody. Thank you, Mandros, especially, but thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Members, lab rats, even non-members, everybody who showed up here today, who's been showing up. Make sure you, if you are a big AoS person, please do sub if you're not. You don't want to miss our launch week. We're going to be doing just a lot of games. It'll be fun.
A lot of games.
Saray, that's it. We did it.
We did it.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, folks, be kind to each other, be kind to yourselves, and always be creating. See you
Bye.
guys.